Welcome to the channel and Forza Motorsport 7 Rivals action. 3 back-to-back events here with live video commentary footage. Enjoy. Okay, so into lap 2 here. Got a dirty on the first lap and it's quite tough this. This tune I put together though is doing me quite proud now. Originally when I first drove this Porsche 550 on this circuit, I only got like a 220. So I'm currently trying to get myself into the 214s. I'll be happy if I get the 214. Running my last good lap was a 250. So I actually love this Prague full circuit. Easily my favourite circuit, Forza Motorsport 5, 6 and 7. Absolutely love this circuit bits. So I know it quite well because I've spent a lot of time on this circuit. So slowing her down, you can hear a little bit of complaint there, but it's quite grippy, this tune that I've put together. I've actually got low profile tyres and everything on this thing. It looks a bit strange, but it actually drives really, really nice. So let's push it through all the way into this. This is the corner I normally have a bit of trouble. I never drive this corner perfect. That's not bad. I think I could have been just that tad quicker. And then this is another corner that normally messes me up. I nearly hit the side there and I'm going to go wide. I've got back off. Still held it quite well there, but I lost a bit of time definitely. Push it all the way through the tunnel and then keep it nice and tight without going dirty. Keeping good speed here, not too bad. I've had to back off just a little bit, just to avoid those bollards, and then fly out across the bridge. What I always do across this bridge is I always roll it a little bit. So when I get under here, now I'm rolling. So I'm not accelerating at all. Just backing off a little bit. I'm going to back off a little bit more, change down through this section. Got thrown a bit there. Just managed to keep it under control. And then round this bend. Oh, I got the little bit wrong there. Could have done that better. But this is looking pretty good. It's going to be really tight. Can I reel in 214? Yes. Excellent. So that's pretty cool. That was really tough driving. So after that run I was able to jump from a 2-minute 15.347 to a 2-minute 14.517. Not quite a whole minute net, but it'll do. And that left me in Europe 392nd out of 8,837 drivers. In the world I was able to come in 640th out of 15,857 other drivers. So really chuffed with that time. That put me in the top 4% worldwide. So my next Rivals event has me driving around Brands Hatch GP circuit, and I'm driving the 1997 Lotus Elise GT1 for the January Car Pack Challenge in Forza Motorsport 7. Let's see how I get on. Okay, so into lap 4 here. Quite a tight first bend this one. Slower down, back ends going here. Oh, that went some. Managed to keep it under control there. Really tight U-turn coming up here, right hand U-turn, slower down into second, get it around the corner, that's a bit wide. I was lucky not to go dirty there, and then cut across this corner, keeping it in second. Oh, lost the back end there. Basically I was on the grass, so I was lucky I didn't go dirty there too. We're into third, going to change it down into second, maybe. Can I roll it? I'll roll it round in third. Seems to be holding itself there, and then this section we can push it to the max here, pedal to the metal. Let's get this thing going, let's get it in the fourth, try and get around this corner. I had to back off in the third there, I felt the car starting to go. Push it into this next corner, keep it in the third, roll around, there we go, not too bad. Didn't use all the track there, could have done better. Next section, this is a really nasty corner, this one. If I I get this well. I did that pretty well. I'm quite happy with that. It's probably the best I've taken that corner ever, I think. And then into this next corner out, it's quite nicely done as well. Quite good speed kept up. This is looking promising, like I'm going to beat my time, maybe even by a whole second. And then into this next section, and then we've got a nice flat out section into the finish. Come on. Yeah, got it. Excellent. Good second and a half off there. Quite chuffed with that. So let's enjoy that replay, lap 4. And I really was going sideways there. Look at that. So this was obviously driving the Lotus Elise GT1 1997 model, and the spec was an S714, which is actually stock spec. So that's one of the restrictions of this January Car Pack Rivals. Now, I was driving with stability management on, but no TCS, as well as obviously manual gearing and stuff when I did this. So basically after lap 4 I was able to reel in a 1 minute 38.150, and that put me 239th out of 442 drivers. In the world I came in 486th out of 922 drivers, so there's not a whole lot of people driven this yet. It's quite a minimum number of drivers, and overall in the world that put me in the top 53%, so I'm a little disappointed with that, to be honest. I thought I was going to get slightly better up the leaderboards, and in terms of pacing I'm actually 12 seconds off the leaderboard pace. So, you know, I may come back to this at some point, although I'll be honest, I did find this Lotus Elise GT1 really tough drive. It's very back end heavy, or happy I should say, and as a result it proves difficult to get around some of these corners on Brands Hatch GP. So there's the all-important leaderboard times. Again, found this quite tough. Maybe I could get a better time if I turned on traction control. Maybe I'll come back to this one day, we'll see. So for today's Rivals, I'm jumping in at Lime Drive, which is a Rivals event, one of the early Rivals event, Forza Motorsport 7. Really tough, this one. There's some really good times on here. One of my friends has just beaten my time again, so I'm now going to attack it again and try and do even better, which is going to be really tough. Okay, so lap 3 coming up. I've actually done a ton of laps on this. This is like the 4th time I've loaded and tried again. I've actually switched to external mode, which is something you never see me drive, purely because I'm having such a hard time beating this time. I've been so close so many times, it's been unreal, and I'm absolutely finding this brutal, to be honest, but I'm determined to beat this bloody time today if it kills me. So I'm going to keep pushing it here. He's catching me up again. Wow. Got to get through this corner. I'm going to take a bit of risk there. Now his car is actually faster than mine on the straights here, and I'm having to make up all of my time on the corners, which he doesn't seem to do as well. I'm getting a bit of slide here, as you can see on the back end. It's going to happen again, I expect it. Oh no, I managed to get it starting to go. I just managed to reel it back in. This looks promising. If he doesn't catch me... No. Oh, I did it. That was seriously close. That was crazy. So let's check out this replay. And this Lime Rock South circuit is quite a tough one. I mean, you hear me say that a lot anyway, I expect on most of my videos, but I actually find this quite a challenging track, this one. I've actually driven this event now probably at least 12 or 13 times in different vehicles, although I have done it a couple of times in this 1990 Mazda MX-5, which I really like for this circuit. This is the car that's got me most of my best times on this particular Rivals event, so I definitely recommend it. Now, in Europe, I came in 1,287 out of 7,550 other drivers with that 103.364 time. Now the world leaderboard time is 58 seconds .864, putting me 4 and a bit seconds off the leaderboard pace, which for me is really good. I'm totally chuffed with that. So really happy with that time. And in the world, I came in 2,231st out of 14,662 other drivers, putting me in the top 15% worldwide. But I'm actually really chuffed with this time, and also chuffed obviously I beat my rival too. Well, I'll take this time to thank you guys for watching. If you'd be kind enough to like the video if you enjoyed it, and maybe subscribe, that would be fantastic. Take care, keep well, and most importantly, come back soon.